And Stuart Hogg gets us underway. Fielded by the safe hands of Thomas Ramos, but not the cleanest boot from the Toulouse fullback.
Sign him up for the cricket. There we are.
A lot of talk being said during the week about Scotland starting well. What does a good start look like for Scotland? It's territory, it's control of the ball, it's everything we didn't have last week, and that's a good opportunity, attacking line out in the 22 to get a few freezes together. You see Greg Laidlaw already looking to get the ball moving quickly. Big ball carriers stepping up, trying to get a bit go forward to allow a bit of space out wide.
The first carries coming from the likes of Pete Horne, Willem Nel, Gordy Reid, and then Chris Harris. Really big game for the centres. Finn Russell, we know all about his talents, and sending it on to his former clubmate Scott Cummings, who gets his first chance to start for Scotland.
So in the Pro 14 final in May, Scott Cummings, although he's big and he's rangy, he's athletic, but he's a great ball carrier. He steps up and he looks to get the ball in his hands.
Stuart Hogg just charged down there. Of course, Scott Cummings is essentially keeping Richie Gray out of this wider squad. Oh, and that's Horne, and it's gone straight into the arms of a French player. And it's going to be under the post for Damien Penaud. It took them just as long to score in Nice. The French have done it again, and Scotland's inability to start a game cleanly has struck again. Damien Penaud has got the try inside 2 minutes, and it's exactly the start that Scotland wanted to avoid.
You could see them coming up outside. Scotland had the overlap. It was a 3-on-2. The French defence came up hard. Pete Horne was obviously given the call that the pass was on. He's let it go through his hands. Perrault's picked up the interception, and from there was no stopping him.
Well, the French strike so quickly once again, and Thomas Ramos knocks over the additional two. Damien Penaud, the Clermont Flyer, with another score. His fourth in French colours. He was devastatingly good last week.
We've just spoken about it, mate. We just think
find
it's
out a little bit about Scotland
okay.
after last week's performance. We'll find an awful lot more about them now. 7 points down, only 3 minutes into the game. You could see there was conversations going on behind the post. It's about reaction now. It's about making sure that the behaviours and the reactions are there, not just the chatting behind the posts.
And it follows a trend of conceding early. But Scotland have turned that one over, this time Gordy Reid, and on to Hamish Watson, and you can hear the response from the crowd to try and get Scotland into their running. There is offside coming against the French, so Scotland have a free play here, and Finn Russell trying to use his creativity, but we will go back for the penalty in front of the post. Well, Scotland had gifted France a 7-point lead. Greg Laidlaw starts the comeback with his first points. The skipper knocks over. It was Raka who scored after 2 minutes in Nice, and he was relatively well marshalled by Darcy Graham thereafter, but giving a welcome to Tommy Seymour. And it's Raka, who's this time wrapped up by Pete Horne, and Scotland have got hands on it once more. It's Watson out to Turner, and now Seymour, and at pace was Russell. Watson. This is the sort of speedy game that we've come to expect from Scotland. Russell again looking for an opening to use some of his craft, met by The strong French defence.
The attacking scrum where the ball was allowed to be played by Wayne Barnes, it looked like a Scotland penalty and another solid scrum there.
Well, Scotland were unable to break through the French line last week, ending a 31-match run, a record for them, of scoring a try in a game. And that's well turned over. Thompson goes in at scrum half. Now Wilson, and there's space out wide for Maitland. Up into the 22.
That's too
flying
much. That's too
straight
much.
in and over.
Yeah, but you don't have to jump over off of your feet.
Ryan
and tackle
Wilson
the man.
penalised,
It's
pleads his
different
case,
between losing your feet and jumping and tackling the man.
but to no avail. Scotland have knocked it on in the process. Lopez stabs it through, crosses. Stuart Hogg, advantages over, and Scotland can clear up to halfway. Dupont is the last man back, the scrum half, trying to dance away from the Scotland fullback. He's managed to get it away to Lopez, and then Ramos, and Raka has two Scotland men, Harris and Kinghorn.
Careful! Stop! Stop!
Straight
Hands
onto
down.
the winger.
Let it go!
Now with Poirot. France now just looking to reset themselves, take a bit of the sting out of that
use it, please.
Scottish counter-attack.
No.
Dupont. Oh, Finn Russell just took his eye off it, with the onrushing defenders closing in. And now Lopez.
That is over.
Out to Ficou. Ficou sees a hole. Gail Ficou, it must be, and is. It's another one for Damien Penaud. The wingers in again. France strike once more. It is a second score for them. Yeah. Damien Penaud at the double.
And remind 15 Blue that if he's
and France taking advantage of another Scottish error.
Well, it comes from the error, the ball's dropped and then so quickly moved. And this is all about Sofiane Guitoun. He's got so much speed. He gets on the outside arc of Ryan Wilson and then times the pass perfectly to Damien Penaud, who finishes off the so lethal and counter-attack. And it came, we said earlier, it comes from a turnover. Damien Penaud gets his second try of the match, and it's just a mismatch. An outside centre on a back row. The distribution to the ball into that channel is the key decision that's made, and then it's about execution thereafter.
Raka's chase forcing Finn Russell into the drop ball. The pass in from Dupont was perfect. It would have been real easy to hit the forwards coming hard and straight, but he hangs on to it. Lopez comes from deep, and Ryan Wilson's out his depth and he can't make the ground up.
Yeah, it was that long pass, wasn't it, from Dupont? It was almost thrown into space, hoping that somebody was going to come onto it. It was Lopez who came onto it and then got the ball into the outside channel, into a mismatch. His kicking game can improve, but he's an experienced player for them as well.
Ball's gone.
It's Ficou and Ntamak. And Ramos, but it is loose. Here's Kinghorn out the back of the hand to Harris. Can Scotland finish the half on a high? Surely they need to if they are to get anything out of this game. It's Watson. Wriggles away. They've got a metre to go, Scotland. Laidlaw to Russell. It's now Pete Horn. French tackles coming hard and fast, but Russell this time finds Maitland. That's more like it from Scotland, and they score right at the end of the first half, and boy did they need that. Scotland get their first try of the game, of the two-game series against France, and it is Sean Maitland who gets it.
Well, this is a try that's initially built on defence. The rush defence creates the error from France this time. Blair Kinghorn reacts really quickly, and the frantic French defence hold on for so long until this pass from Finn Russell floats over the top to Sean Maitland in the left-hand corner. That was a pass from Ntamak. The tackle on Ramos. Penaud knocks forward, and then lovely offload from Blair Kinghorn. I thought Chris Hart's was almost going to get there. The French defence scrambled. It was 2 or 3 phases after this until Scotland scored. They didn't panic, they kept their shape. Finn Russell looked as if he was going to kick. He delayed the pass to Peter Horn, who took it towards the line, and then ice cool towards the end. Finn Russell floats the ball over the top to Sean Maitland. An important time for Scotland to score.
Lovely looping pass from Russell into the arms of Sean Maitland, who gets his 12th try on this, his 41st.
Greg, you've got to take it before 40 on the clock.
Test for Scotland.
Just stop the clock a second, please, Bob.
Did cross the whitewash against France in the 2018 Six Nations, and now Laidlaw
Start it when he kicks it, please.
to get Scotland to within 4. The crowd will let you know, and there's a big roar goes up. Scotland right back in touch with half-time looming, and that will make the team talk a whole lot easier for Gregor Townsend. Slimani recycles it. Fiku, oh, lovely touch inside to Ramos. Dupont. Maitland was returning, and he's forced the knock-on.
It's open play, he can't be offside.
Wayne Barnes clear
Just
in
careful.
his explanation.
No, 14.
Some of the
Careful.
French players were
Merci.
looking for a penalty, and Finn Russell, after creating Scotland's try,
Good luck,
knocks it out
Thank you.
into touch. Well, it's a different story now from what it was after the opening half an hour. That was a crucial score from Sean Maitland to respond to the 2 scored by his opposite man. Damien Penaud scored 2 early tries for France, but Scotland have responded just before the break at BT Murrayfield in front of a sellout crowd. It's Scotland 10, France 14.
The French backline into the game.
Ball's gone, ball's gone.
Strong shove coming from the French, but Scotland get it back, and again it's the chip over the top that works out very nicely, but now the counter comes from France. It was almost there to put Kinghorn away.
First one.
Well, it's that space again, and Finn Russell does wonderfully well here to take the ball. The scrum was disrupted, the pass was above his head, he manages to catch it in one hand up there, and then he has the composure just to dink that across. Really great execution of skill. The pass is hard, fired hard inside, but Stuart Hogg won't to take that. He'll be disappointed. The knock-on came from France afterwards, but the space is here. We said it in the first half, the space to find, whether that's with the ball or whether it's kicking to space.
Dupont this time changes the point of the attack, and here goes Russell to chip on. Kinghorn chasing it. Raka should get there first, but he can't get away from Kinghorn. It's brilliant follow-up from the Scotland replacement, and listen to the response from the crowd. Ramos manages to get it into position, but Scotland come up with the penalty. From north to south they go, and what an effort that was, led by Blair Kinghorn.
Sorry.
But it looked as if he's just put that maybe a couple inches too high for Sam Skinner.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, kick chase.
Perfect.
The first man is important, it's very important. That's Scott Cummins making the tackle on Ramos, the second man. It's, you know, these attackers are so good, they can beat you one-on-one in very little space.
Try and get Scotland into a winning position. It's Pete Horn who has a go from first receiver. Skinner is next. Scotland knocking on the door. Alan Dell is next to have a slight punt at the line. Now Ryan Wilson. And when the game a couple of minutes ago was beginning to seem a little flat, Scotland and the full crowd at Murrayfield have brought some electricity. Can they get the reward? Well, the French can't get Hamish Watson down at the first time of asking. He bounces off 1 and 2. Then eventually the third, and under the post they go. And Chris Harris gets Scotland in front. What a change in atmosphere. A couple of minutes ago, BT Murrayfield was flat. Now it's explosive, it's electric. And Chris Harris goes over. And Scotland have turned this one around.
Well, Scotland attacked straight off the back of the scrum, and they had to build through the phases nice and close to the breakdown. But this pass here goes not to afford us to Chris Harris, who's cutting in an angle from out to in between 2 big defenders, running at space, not the man, timing his approach onto the ball perfectly, coming inside Vahamina and diving over. That injection of pace onto the ball in the space was excellent. Good vision from Greg Laidlaw to see it. But it's shifting the point of contact, shifting the target, and it's a super try for Chris Harris.
Well, that centre area is so important in this Scotland squad. It's so competitive, and Chris Harris has just put his hand up.
It was a very smart line. All the French defenders are watching John Barclay and other Scottish forwards looking to take the ball in short, but I think we've got to credit Hamish Watson for that as well. I think most of the stadium in here and most of the players down there thought he was tackled. There seemed to be 3 or 4 French players on top.
Takes them up beyond halfway. Lovely hands from Itaria into Camille Chat.
Make sure I get that. No! Advantage penalty.
Entomac into Medard. The double chip over. Finn Russell's got some work to do. And he got there. Well, that was crucial. France were in for the score. If Russell hadn't fielded that, France had advantage, but it's now Scotland ball on their own line. And Stuart Hogg looks to carry them clear. There must be some tired bodies out there. It has been a relentless 68 minutes so far.
It's breaking up a bit of attack. It's more about the individual now rather than the structures, but you can see both teams have got those individuals to break the defensive line.
Here comes Medard into the arms of Kinghorn, and Hogg now, and Scotland love this sort of ball. There's open field for Hogg. It bounces nicely for the fullback. He's just caught though by Kamara. Bergen, oh, it doesn't go to hand. Maitland keeps it alive for Hamish Watson.
Again, it's an attacking kick. It is really well to get on the end of this. And then what a tackle from Yakubu Kamara. That is just 5 metres short. The offload to Bergen. Bergen's pass fails. They find Chris Harris, and from then French have a momentum.
Camille Chat is well taken by Olivant. And there will be a really important defensive set for Scotland here. Chat, and it's knocked on. And that should be enough for Scotland to set one more scrum, perhaps.
That's exceptional work from Grant Gilchrist there. I think he realised that the line out had just creeped over the 15-metre line. He comes up the side, he's putting pressure on, he's getting his big hands through, and he just forces a knock in at the tail of the French maul, because the maul was set up well. So credit to Grant and using all his experience there to get that turnover.
Okay, keep that foot forward. Good discipline at this scrum.
Well, one scrummage to get right. Dwayne Barnes calls for discipline. Okay. Scotland have gone 5 games without a victory.
Slowly.
They play back-to-back against Georgia, but after the defeat in Nice last week, victory was really required here for Scotland. Still a lot to work on, but Wilson gets it back to Stuart Hogg, who boots it high into the east stand. And Scotland have got the victory. Such an important victory by 17 points to 14. Tries coming from Maitland and Harris. Chris Harris, the man in your picture, who essentially got the winning score as Scotland came from 14-3 down after a couple of early scores for Damien Penaud. Sean Maitland got a vital try just before the break, and Scotland have come good in the end. Greg Laidlaw added the extra points with the boot, and that in the end has proved vital for Scotland to get back to winning ways, winning here at BT Murrayfield by 17 points to 14 against France.